A bit of breaking news in the world of World Cups, actually. FIFA announced today they've approved a 26-man World Cup squad as opposed to a 23-man World Cup squad. No more than 26 people, up to 15 substitutes and 11 team officials. One of these must be one of the team doctors would be allowed to sit on the bench. But the big news there, the headline is you can now have a World Cup squad of 26 rather than 23. So, Benny, I mean, you would have gone to the World Cup, right?
No, not necessarily, but I think it's good for anyone who's kind of on the fringes, at least, and also as well for Gareth Southgate, it gives him a little bit of breathing space, you'd have to say, because...
He's going to take all those right-backs now, isn't he?
We can get a few more right-backs in there, but also as well, that allows him to have a bit more time with maybe the likes of Sancho and Rashford, if he just wants to have a little bit longer with seeing if they get any type of form, and you can take a little bit more of a risk now. Because obviously you said the 26, you can maybe put one or two in there, a little bit rogue performers. So yeah, I like it.
The year you missed out on the World Cup, how many goals did you score leading up to it?
Which one?
The 2 seasons, if you had them up, what did you get?
47.
47 goals and you missed out on the World Cup.
Both.
How many games did you play leading up to the World Cup? When
you
were
Euros.
The Euros. How many games did you play?
3.
And you got picked.
Scored though. Scored one.
Okay. Just one, yeah?
Yeah.
But you got
goal
picked
of the season though.
You got picked.
Was that the one against Bolton? Not Bolton, who was it against?
West Brom.
Which one was that?
That one, who was Tiki-Taka against?
That was Norwich.
That was at home, the Norwich one, wasn't it?
Right foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Off the heel. And yeah, it was, don't try it.
Yes, still went in, didn't it?
What do you make of that, Jack? 26 men, better than 23, obviously. You got more choice.
Obviously, it gives
everyone on the bench.
I think it works both ways, though, because there'll be a lot of unhappy players as well. Obviously, they'll be happy to go, but if you're getting left out of squads, left in the stands, it's going to cause a few problems, I think.
I'd like to be left in the stand at a World Cup. I wouldn't mind
Would
that.
you?
No, you wouldn't. I'd
have just gone.
Would you?
No, you wouldn't. You've got there. You're away from your family. You're spending all that time there. You're working in training, thinking, right, I've got a chance here, and then squad goes up. Bang,
just to be there, though, it just looks incredible, doesn't it?
You were at the World Cup for the Iceland game, weren't you? You played
that.
In
Was Euros.
The Euros.
Did you play in that?
Yeah.
Played in that, yeah.
When you got beat by Iceland?
We got beat, yeah.
When you got beat by Iceland?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You were our best player by a country mile in that tournament.
Who was?
You.
Was I?
Yeah. I think it's fair to say. What was it like in the dressing room? What was it like after that?
Well, it was quite sad, actually, because Roy Hodgson came in and announced that he'd be leaving.
So hold on. Let's go back. Final whistle goes. You go off the pitch, go into the dressing room. Roy walks in, shuts the door behind him. First thing he says
that that's it, I'm done. Walks around, shake everyone's hand.
And you had no idea?
No, not really.
Do you think it was the manner or the team that beat us, or the fact that he decided whenever he lost in that competition he'd go?
Yeah, I think that was, unless we won it, he was gonna go.
Okay. And how did you feel then? What happened? So that's like double whammy for you. You lost, and the manager's gone.
Yeah.
Was that the tournament that Kane was taking corners?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that come about?
I don't really know. I think Gary Neville would have had a big part of that. He was one of the coaches, and he was a good coach, to be fair. He took all the free kicks. Harry Kane had an unbelievable strike, and if he got it right...
But free kicks were never his thing. They've taken them off him, I think, now at Spurs. He scored one.
See the corners, though, if I'm right in saying you know more than me, Jack, I'm pretty sure Thierry used to take corners for Arsenal.
I can remember him.
But talk me through the Harry Kane corner scenario at England. When was the first time you thought, or you found out that Harry Kane's on corners?
Probably in one of the warm-up games leading up to it. I can't really remember. And you know what? I don't ever really remember thinking, what's going on here? Like, I don't think anyone did. Probably because of the quality he had. And now, listen, I know he didn't get it right in the tournament, but I don't know. But he don't really score much headers from corners, though, does he?
No, but still, you want.
He's very good at though. Kane. He gets the second one, so someone will flick it to that back post.
Yeah.
He's always there, just to head it. He got scored one against Arsenal.
Yeah,
back post header.
What was Gary Neville like then on the coaching staff?
He was a good coach, to be fair.
Yeah. What did he have? Explain to me. I mean, we weren't there, so explain the Hodgson and Neville connection.
Hodgson, I wouldn't say he was old school, but he had a lot of ways about him that obviously made him successful. But football was changing a little bit, and with Neville next to him, I think he helped sort of modernise it.
So some of his ideas were slightly outdated, you think?
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm asking that, and Neville sort of turned them into...
I wouldn't say they were outdated, but I think Neville helped bring it into, 2016 a little bit.
Did it make a difference to you as a first-team player that you had someone like Gary Neville there?
Well, Gary Neville was really good with me because he was the one who helped me when they moved me back into sort of like the holding role. I remember him having a conversation with him, And I was like, what? I'd never played there before. And we sat down, we watched videos of Pirlo. He taught me through like positionally where he wants me. And then like as it went on and went on, we'd analyse it together. He was really good for me.
Mm. I think Gary Neville is the best pundit on television. Him and Carragher, I think, are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. On television, yeah. Do you not?
They're both very good, but everyone's got their kind of favourites.
Yeah, I think Neville's the best.
I think Neville's the best.
I really do.
As a co-coms or just a pundit?
A pundit.
No, a pundit, yeah.
And co-coms, I think he's brilliant co-coms.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't fault him.
Who do you think?
There's a few. I mean, listen, I've worked with him a few times. Owen Hargreaves is serious. Like, I'm talking about proper. Like, when he analyses a game. And what's different about him to others, he doesn't really say too much. But when he says it, you go...
you listen.
He's straight to the point. Do you know what I mean?
Mika Richards is good now as well.
As a pundit, it's fantastic, yeah. I was going to ask with Gary Neville, he knows so much about the game, right? And you were saying that he sat down with you and he helped you through the working out how that role of a CDM is going to play out.
I know what you're going to ask me now.
What am I going to ask?
About Valencia.
Yeah, why didn't it work? I can't get my head around. Is it the language? Is that it?
I know. I think it's different if you're a coach or you're the head coach. A head coach, there's a lot of responsibility other than just coaching the team. You have to manage people, your staff. And I don't know because I weren't there, but I would say it's a lot different than just being a coach and focusing purely on football.
Do you think when Roy went, if England would have struggled to find a replacement for him, that Neville should have taken over?
Don't know. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have accepted it, but anyway, after the
But from what you saw, from how he was one-to-one with you,
from his football knowledge
experience
and his coaching ability, he could have done it, yeah. But as I said, it's different, especially being coach of England. Then you've got a lot of pressure and you've got to manage a lot of things other than just football.
That moment where you sat in the dressing room after the Iceland defeat, is that one of the darkest moments for you?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that up there with Birmingham?
Did anyone talk about in the Did anyone talk about in the dressing room, Jack? About what's coming when you lost to Iceland? Because I can remember sitting in the dressing room after we got beat by Croatia and didn't qualify for. Was it 2008?
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the dressing room and everyone was like,
"You playing that?"
I came on, yeah.
Oh, so Iceland was bad, yeah, and you want to judge me for that? What about
I
that?
didn't judge you.
At least we got to the tournament. At least we got to the tournament.
Yeah, I came on. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Do you have a chance?
Yeah, put it with the ball.
Did you run back?
I've had to run then.
I bet you could have done with Perez that day.
But you?
Well,
we had Beckham.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Who's the best player you've ever played with? Is it Bex?
I've never played
for
with
England.
Him. I've never played with him.
You never played with Bex?
No.
You must have been on the pitch with him though.
No.
Got to be Gerrard.
Your paths are never crossed.
Rooney.
Best England
Gerrard.
player, yeah. Best England player you play with.
Yeah, Rooney. Probably Rooney.
Okay.
Oh, he's a joke.
We've got lots coming up. I'm just looking about what we're doing next. We're gonna pick when we come back our best ever England side from players that are in our own lifetime. So obviously I've got much more to pick from. I thought I'd get that joke in early. Have you done yours, Jack? You're picking yours now. Have you picked yours?
Yeah, I've got two teams.
Okay, I've picked mine. You've got two. Why have you got two?
Change of formation.
Okay. Are you in any of them?
No.
All right. Have you got Jack Wilshere in your team?
Sorry, Joe was talking to himself.
Have you got Jack Wilshere in your team?
No, but it was close.
But is he in your team?
I'm sorry, what?
Is he in your team, Jack Wilshere?
No, but I said he was close.
No, but I just want yes or no.
No.
Okay. Bit harsh, isn't it, Jack?
Am I in yours then?
This is Joe on talkSPORT.